Here we are again, straight into it.
Yeah. Now we're fading away within this organisation, and we're told by these family members, don't put a letter of resignation, fade away. And so we're at this point of, well, do we fade away? What do we do?
So, right, now stop there. Stop there. What does fade away? Well, what do you mean by fade away?
Exactly.
Well, we want you to lie. We want you to lie about your life. We want you to say to everybody, we still love Jehovah's Witnesses. We're too busy to come to meetings now. We're a bit weak. We're a bit weak. We can't get to meetings, which is how we'd be viewed. But just go off into the distance, into the sunset, and somehow it's what's known as a successful fade, where you fade away rather than actually be truthful.
Can I give you an illustration of this? Going back to my auntie and uncle, who are the parents of my suicidal cousin that's committed suicide, and my now cousins that's still in this organisation trap. They have friends, and these friends of theirs they've had for ever since I can remember. I've grown up with these years and years. I've grown up with these kids that they have. They've four children, 3 boys, 1 girl. And back, the father of the family was an elder, many years. And then back when I was a teenager, he turned around and suddenly decided that we were all butterflies. Changed his voice from being
Apparently.
An elder to suddenly being all butterflies.
Mr. Beebe, if that's not true, then one day if we've seen each other in the street, please tell me and rectify that situation. But that's what we were told.
We were told that.
And I'm not trying to insult you.
Basically what we're trying to say is he no longer is a practicing active Jehovah's Witness. He did the successful fade. His wife has always been up to this date.
You should write a book on it.
Yeah, up to this date is a practicing Jehovah's Witness. Has the group in her home for field ministry,
which he supports
every Friday. Which he supports. He allows that to happen. He's the head of their house. He obviously is a great supporter of that. His eldest son, who I grew up with, along with his other 3 children, is no longer part of the JW organisation. I can't remember if he ever actually got baptised or not. It's one of those fading moments. And basically, he is no longer part of it. However, now this is where it gets interesting, because my auntie and uncle who've written me this letter, or us as a letter saying farewell, nice knowing you,
Bye.
has remained friends, this couple, the whole time this brother left. He's made it very clear he's no longer a Jehovah's Witness. Very clear. And yet they still go on holiday as 2 couples. They still go out for meals. They still have each other round to each other's homes. I haven't got a problem with that. Where it gets interesting is, as their niece, they've said goodbye to me because I've made the same stance and stand that this other brother has, who's not family related. But I've now said it and resigned honestly from the society, saying we no longer wish to be part of this Jehovah's Watchtower Bible and Tract Society.
That was it.
That was it.
We kept it short and sweet.
Very, very short. We could have gone into a lot of detail, but we didn't. We kept it short and sweet. And yet, they still associate with this social. Now, do you know what their comment was when I actually pointed this out? Their comment was, it's because he hasn't resigned from the organisation.
Right, let's stop there.
Okay.
Let's stop there and just think about that for a minute.
Then?
Whoa. Well, let's just look at that. Stones in greenhouses. I mean, flipping heck. Here we go. Here's a bloke. He's an elder. Got a family. Walks away. Can't be asked with that anymore. Doesn't go to any more meetings. Drifts away. Everybody accepts that. But because he's got in the know, people that he's connected to at the, what you call the top end of the congregation, that remain friends with him, everybody else within the congregation accepts that as being okay. But it's not okay. It really isn't okay. Here is one lady within that family that says, I don't want to be a part of this religion anymore, and she's completely cut off. And as we said before in other videos, she'd be stoned to death if they had the chance. But because he's deliberately gone about doing it in a sly way, dishonest way, through the shadows, shall we say, dishonest. And he's not living a true life to himself, and I don't respect him for that. They all love him.
My family even said to us, don't put a letter in. Why do you have to put a letter in? Why do you have to resign like that? Why do you have to put a letter in resigning? Can't you just not come to meetings for a while, or stop being active?
Live a lie.
Just not, don't
live a
do
lie.
it. Don't do it.
Live a lie.
Live a lie.
Live a lie.
Well, what? So hang on.
We all do.
Yeah, exactly.
Not us, but them.
Basically, they were telling us to live a lie, and they would be happy with that. So hang on. So are they now? This is where my question comes in. Are they trying to be pleasers of men? Because Jehovah God, as far as their God, our God, everybody's God, can see what's going. Read our heart conditions.
Yeah. Through to the
So
kidneys.
what would be the point if we were living a lie in this organisation, saying, going on to me, doing everything's fine, but we're just kind of busy? Our heart conditions is what makes us go through.
Yeah, that's right.
Not the outward appearance of what we're doing.
No.
So basically, that tells me they all know that it's a lie anyway, but they
are living a lie.
They just don't want to admit it.
One of your cousins, for instance.
Oh yeah, my oldest cousin, the one who came on holiday with us.
A lovely guy, heart of gold in lots of ways, and I almost said his name now, but I'm not going to say his name. Mr. Beebe, I would say to you, if you're watching this is not to insult you, but to actually just expose what you're in, and I will expose anything with regards to this. You said to us, and you're not alone here. You're not alone. So don't think that we're just having a go at you, because we're not. This is a worldwide thing. I need the structure. That's why I'm in it. I don't actually necessarily believe
he said,
it is the
I
truth
need the
anymore.
structure of the quick builds.
Yeah, I need the structure of the quick builds. I know it's not the truth, he said. Those were his exact words. Those were his exact words. He's living a lie. He gets up every morning. He can't be happy. He cannot be happy. We love that guy.
But he'll never be happy.
But he's not going to be happy while he's living like he is.
But he'll never leave either.
Well, because of his family.
I do believe that.
And
but
this is where the hold.
I'm wrong.
No, this is where the hold comes in on so many of them. You will not leave because we've got you there. And this is what we're trying to get at with these videos. If you're watching this and you're thinking about leaving, look at this as an example. You're not unique. This is happening all over the world. People are thinking about, how do I get out of this? Because I've got this, and this to lose. Have you? Really? What about your honesty and about your freedom of life?
And your life.
Yeah, your real life.
You're living. I know that when you're in this organisation, there's a thing where you're getting through this system to get the next, because the next is where your real life's going to happen. You're missing your life right now, the one life that our God has given us, and yet you're not seeing it for what it is. You're not making the best of what you can of this life we've been given.
Yeah.
You're letting it fade you away. You're not doing the getting married, having children, and making friends, and making the best of every day you can, because you're trying to rush every day to get through to Armageddon. So at Armageddon you can then get through that and get into the paradise. You're wasting your life. You're wishing your life away. And that is what we've got a problem with, because I'm looking at my family members, and specifically my cousins and my nieces, my nephews, and my younger cousins, babies.
That we love. We love them all.
Love them all.
We
And
really do.
you're
Genuinely
missing
love you.
Your life. You're missing. You're watching your
But you're
life
trapped.
disappear, and you will never ever get any different. But it was just interesting that they could cut myself and my family off, and yet they still remain friends with people that have successfully faded away. We feel conscience-wise we made the right decision. We've walked away, but we've signed our name. Now, when the elders came to visit us, when this announcement happened, the funny way it happened, we actually just said, knock on the door. Months and months and months we had been avoiding the meetings. We were just passing each other on the door and thought we'd stop by on your door.
Another lie on my front doorstep.
Bless them.
We just
They
finished
came
work.
in,
We thought we'd pass
fine.
by and come in.
Yeah, we thought,
goodness
okay,
sake.
fine.
Dishonesty straight away. But please come in, brothers.
Good
you
note
know?
to start on.
Oh.
They come in, they come down to this very basement, they sit in our basement, and we have a discussion with them. And they want to know what decisions we are and where we are with everything. So we then just start to talk. Now, us still being the mindset of men pleasers, and following like you do as normal
Are
sheep.
you still a men pleaser?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I please you, but I don't please anybody
Oh,
else.
that's all I need to hear. That was the right answer, by the way.
They sit there in front of us and they said, now, you can't tell anybody else this.
No.
And we're going, no brothers, no brothers.
No.
3
Yeah,
brothers,
we
4
both
sisters.
went no together.
Why would we want to stumble
No,
anybody
what is
from
it?
their religion? This is
Blubbering
something
away.
we found out, but we're certainly not going to let other people.
No.
Do you know what? It's the completely opposite. When you
We've
come along and
both
say,
been kicking ourselves over that comment.
why would we not want to tell other people about what we've discovered? That's exactly what we want to do.
I can't believe we made that mistake.
But
If
just
we could
shows
rewind,
the
we
control
would.
of the mindset that they have over people and the power that they possess. You don't realise you're being pulled with the little strings, and you're going.
Can I give an example of where this is at? Because the audience out there doesn't know what we're like.
Go on then.
I'll speak for myself here. You know, I've spent over 10 years representing people in employment law, facing up to people that are bullies and fighting them in court. Not afraid to speak out when I need to, but always for justice. So I'm not afraid to speak to men. I'm not afraid of men. I never have been. And so it's not a problem. But within this cult that I've been in from a childhood, suddenly an elder says to me, "Oh, you're not saying anything about this to anybody else." And I go, "Oh, God." So I go back to I go back to when I was a child. You know, we've got out of that now. But
can I also just say something else they said when we were down here? Which, I wished I'd been on the ball. Because the moment they left, I said it to Mark, and he said, "Why didn't you say that?" And I was like, "I don't know why, I'm just silly."
Sorry, that's our
dog's trying
German
to- yeah,
Shepherd.
hello,
He likes to get in on the act.
Anyway, he's a very licky dog.
Yeah. Get out of it. Go on, you go.
They sat here, and one of the elders, very young elders, said to me, because I was talking about the dates that they got, the prophecies they got wrong. And he had the cheek, he sat there and he said, "We've never given any dates."
Oh, yeah,
and I went,
the society doesn't
as
know dates.
a numpty, I went, "Oh, we know."
No, I
Because
knew.
I hadn't read
No, you
anything
hadn't.
on the dates
But I
about that
had.
point. Yeah, but going back to last year's assembly at the convention, they said that we're now in overlap. So straight away, as soon as they went, I said to
You
Mark,
said,
if we're not
Given any dates.
given any dates, how can we be in overlap? Simple question.
Yeah,
And Mark went, "Oh, why didn't you say that?" And I was
Yeah.
like, it's only just come to my
Yeah.
mind. If they have never given any dates, at the assembly last year in Cardiff, the brother on the platform said, "Brothers,
well then, brothers,
regarding the
you
1914,
got out with being unscathed.
we
But
have overlap."
What I would say now, we're coming up to
Unreal.
probably up to time very shortly, and we need to carry this conversation on to another one. We're
Okay.
doing them in 15-minute slots, but I don't want to bore you. But what I would say to those brothers, because I know you're going to watch this, you're welcome in our home anytime, but you won't get the same reception.
No.
If you come into our home thinking that you're going to convert us back to that, you're very wrong, because when the next time you come in, I will welcome you in, I'll offer you a cup of tea, you're more than welcome because we love you very much, but you will have a proper ministry.
Where's that book that you've got?
I've got hundreds of books, darling.
No, the one with all the dates on the front. I
Yeah.
found this book on the internet.
Yeah.
Edmund
Cress.
Cress.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Gruss. Brilliant. And guess what it's got as the front picture? I'll show you in the next video. Dates all over the front cover of all the prophecies.
We haven't read that one yet.
failed. I want. Dad's had that one.
Yeah,
Ask Dad.
we've got it back now.
We've
because
got it back
we've
now. So we're going to read
The
it.
trouble is, we've got so many books. I'm picking up one book per day and starting to read it, and I want to grab the next one, and I just haven't got enough hours in the day. But what I would say to you,
You would if
brothers,
you didn't work and didn't have kids
Yeah,
or a
well,
wife.
yeah,
You could just
yeah.
go off, but yeah.
please listen to us. You're welcome to our home. We would welcome a visit from you anytime you want. You're more than welcome. Even under the guise of you being elders, if you want to come in and actually get some information that you can take away and start learning about what you're representing, because I don't think you actually have a clue. That elder said to us, "We don't give dates."
We've never.
Oh, my
no. You
goodness.
didn't even. We've never given any dates, is what he said.
He's perfect. He's
I
perfect
want
at
to
the
write. I
organisation.
want to write him a letter.
With his heads.
I want to
Yeah,
write him a letter.
He ain't got a clue.
No.
He needs a complete lobotomy almost to work out. And I don't mean that as an insult to your brother. If you're watching this, You know, I could see you were deeply upset because you could understand that we were doing something and we had things we told you that night.
But they can now all just
We
give us
did
quick.
tell you things.
No, just give us quick. They also told us don't do a letter just yet.
We'll have to go. Toodle pip.
Tell
Toodle
ya.
pip.